Hi everyone, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Sasmitha.
We will, I think many of you already attended yesterday's demo class, right? Today, let me share my screen. So if you have any queries, you can ask maybe initial few minutes, and then we will start with the curriculum, right? Before I start, I just want to quickly again share the course syllabus. Just 1 second. I think it is already there in the website. You can go and check. So it starts with already I summarized yesterday 4 modules. Python, and then we have Power BI. Instead of Tableau, it is Power BI, Plotly. We have machine learning, and then we have deep learning NLP, followed by project. So I already discussed. I think one project, if you want me to share the project details. So one project is from machine learning side, and one project will be from deep learning and NLP side, right? So from the deep learning and NLP side, we can build a query port using large language models. This is just an example, but similar thing we will also do for the machine learning project. So I'm planning machine learning project to be target audience, right? Target customer. So it is very much helpful. It's a generic project you can apply for. People are from different domain. Few are from manufacturing, few are from e-commerce, banking. Every company will have customers, right? So I am selecting a generic project so that most of you can write it in your CV. Customer specific projects we will do, right? So all of those projects that you are practicing here, I will arrange a special 3 hours session of resume making. So it's very important how you are writing things into your CV, right? So that will give you a lot of clarity. So I'll show my own CV example. Let me show you. So, I mean, CV is very, very important for your job, right? So if I just show you my CV, this is a old one, not the updated one. You can see it is very well organized, right? I have not wasted any space, and a lot of things I have mentioned. Very pretty standard format. And this CV of mine has got more than 20,000 views in Naukri. I can show you maybe sometimes, not today, but when I log into my Naukri profile, you can see this particular CV got almost more than 25,000 views, right? So CV is very important, how you are writing things, right? Space, limited space, you have 1 page or 2 page. Nobody will go to the third page, right? Everybody, I mean, you have to write all your
Hello.
Ma'am, we cannot hear you.
Looks, she looks.
Hello, hello.
Hey everyone, sorry, I don't know, there were some problem from my side. My internet got disconnected. Am I audible now? Yeah, I think
Yes.
I am, right? Yes. Sorry, it got disconnected. So I was talking about the project. Just give me 1 minute. Um, okay. So I was just discussing about my CV. So based on so I have different templates. So one template I can show you. This is the template for manufacturing, right? So a lot of templates like this. I can share it with you. So the major like so I think the goal of today's session is to clarify all your doubts, to understand the audience, and accordingly to decide about the timings and other things, right? So this is the syllabus. I think you have already gone through it. So when it comes to project, right, it is always a end-to-end project. So this is one template where I think I have not saved that one. Sorry for it, but I can share it with you maybe in next class. So end-to-end project in the sense, first there is a life cycle, right? For data science, there is a life cycle. So you will collect the data, you will build the model, you will train the model. Can you please go on mute, everyone? Yeah. So once you have built the model, you have to validate the model, you have to deploy the model. And while deploying, you are asking me yesterday, right? What all tools we are going to use. So that is what I was clarifying in that Word document, but unfortunately I lost it. I have not saved it. I can regenerate, no problem. So we will be using DVC for data version control. We will be using GitHub for version control. We will be using MLflow, one open source platform for model tracking and registry. And after doing all of these things, we will containerize our code, right, using Docker. And we will go to AWS. We will set up our account. And using AWS SageMaker, we will be kind of deploying our model, the containerized model. So that's the end-to-end flow. But before that, this is the MLOps part. But before that ML part, we need to develop code from scratch. When it comes to LLM, we have to collect the data. We have to clean the kind of data. We will go to OpenAI. We will create a key, API key, and then we will come to a new technique called LangChain. Using LangChain, we will build our own query bot with our own data. So the complete description of the project, you will get it maybe through email, or maybe by tomorrow you will get it. All the 3 to 4 projects, whatever we are going to discuss, it should be very transparent, step-wise. I already was showing you, right? So step-wise, everything you can see, what all things we will do. So that is all about the curriculum. And this is, as I said, this is mostly 2-in-1 course. So it is ML plus operationalizing your code. Starting with Python, we have a lot of modules. Before I start and begin with, I just want to understand the audience. So how many of you are completely non-technical? Can you raise your hand? So I have a solution for the non-technical people. So based on, yeah. So can you please raise your hand who are completely beginner? Like beginner to Python, or maybe beginner to programming. You have never used programming before. Any programming, if you have used any programming, or you know any concept, like it may be Java, Scala, R also is fine. You will not be considered as non-technical. Are you getting? Non-technical means no programming background. Then you are non-technical. Any programming background, if you have, it might not be Python, but any programming background, then you should not raise your hand, right? Okay. So what I understood is please raise your hand. I'll wait for everyone to raise your hand because I'm counting. I have a solution for them, right? Even if you are technical, but you think you're not that strong, you can raise your hand, no problem, right? Even if you are technical, but if you think you are at beginner level, you can raise your hand. Okay, what is the solution? Solution is, all of you who are very much beginner, you will have a special class on Saturdays, right? Saturdays, what class we will have? Programming class. And in Saturday's class, we will connect for not this Saturday. Anyway, this is Diwali, but next Saturday onwards, for complete 1 month, every Saturday, 2 hours, almost like 10 to 12 hours, we will connect. I am taking that responsibility of making you strong, at least in Python. You need to follow me, whatever I'm telling you, right? So what we're going to do in that Saturday class, 2-hour class, concept anyway you will learn in the class, right? So what is variable, what is function, what is object oriented concept. So those concepts anyway you will learn in the class. Those 2 hours we will practice, right? So I have a list of coding questions. So all people will get those questions. I will upload it on the drive, but non-technical people will practice along with me, right? There is a way. So 5 questions you will practice in the class, let's say, and 5 questions you will get it as your assignment and you have to upload it. So every week, 10 to 12 questions you need to practice. So in a month, 50 to 60 questions you need to practice. And those questions I will give you. Okay, so based on topics, let's say this week we have completed in the class variable and function. So in the Saturday class, we will practice 10 to 15 questions. On variable and function. Next week, let's say we covered OOPS concept in the class. So you will get some questions on OOPS concept. So you will feel very confident because Python is very much mandatory. So this is the class. And once the class is completed for non-technical people, rest 1 month, Saturday we will have GitHub class. That is for everyone. Again, that is optional. I assume many of you, how many of you are, okay, this is done. So you you can stop raising your hand. This is done for Python, right? Is it clear to everyone? Non-technical. Non-technical people, extra class on Saturday. Is it clear? 2 hours. I am keeping morning. Is that fine? 7 to 9? Because evening we have parties and other things, right? Weekends. So I'm assuming morning will be good. Is it okay for everyone? 7 to 9. For some cases, let's say you are not able to attend also, I will share recording sessions. Recorded sessions, and those classes are also doubt clearing classes. Let's say you can ask me anything. Let's say, ma'am, you taught OOPS concept. I found it is very difficult. I could not understand this particular topic. Can you explain me again? Because I'm from non-technical, so I will explain you. And technical people will not get bored because the flow will be, it will be in the same flow. Are you getting? Non-technical people, the flow should be slow, and for technical people, Python, the flow should be little middle range to high range, right? So this is the best solution for everyone. Is it clear for everyone? Non-technical people, is it clear? Python is clear. Python is clear. Morning 7 to 9, correct. Now coming back to GitHub, how many of you are new to GitHub? Please raise your hand. How many of you are new to GitHub? Okay. Like Python, GitHub is very, very important. Without GitHub, MLOPS is nothing. Leave about MLOPS. DevOps is nothing. Software engineering is nothing. MLOPS is nothing. So GitHub is a kind of common topic. It is, if you are in IT, you should know GitHub. It's so important, right? Okay. So even if you know GitHub or you don't know GitHub, this is an optional class. Same 7 to 9 Saturday, we will continue. So 1 month Python class practice and 1 month GitHub class. So every Saturday we have class Also, people can join if they have some doubts. Every day in the class also you can ask, but let's say some topic you want to repeat. So Saturday you can connect. You can connect. I will clarify. So I think it is clear. So Power BI classes will be live, but GitHub and Python extra classes will be on Saturday. Practice. Okay. First month is Python. Second month is GitHub. GitHub is optional. If you want, you can join. Otherwise, you can go through the recordings. Along with that, what extra things you will get? I know most of you already know SQL, but SQL notes I will provide. Okay. So I think that is the only barrier. If you know GitHub and Python, I think rest all topics, I mean, from here, it is new to everyone, right? I mean, statistics onwards, it is new to everyone. So you can easily understand. Okay.
Hi, Sasmitha. I
Yeah,
have one doubt. I want to know that how much SQL we should know for data science.
How much SQL you should know?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much SQL you should know? You should know like basic to intermediate level. You should not be very expert also. It's not required because we have other tools. Mostly if it is structured data, SQL developer will take care. If it is semi-structured and unstructured data, then only it will come to data science, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is like where, clause, order, right? Joins and all basic. I think if you spend some 5 to 6 days, that is enough. If you want, I can share you syllabus, how much you should learn. Okay, that is my responsibility. SQL classes I will not take, but I will send you the syllabus so that you will be clear how much you should cover, which is important for data science.
Okay,
right?
Thank you. And one more question. Is there will be any group like for discussion or for note sharing?
Yes, so there will be a group. We will create a group once let's the batch form. Once the batch is formed, we will create a group. Okay, and I think today is the last, this Friday, right? I think till Friday, it's last demo. Next, after Diwali, Monday is, I think, holiday because it's a Diwali. Tuesday onwards, we will have regular classes. There is no demo class. So we will start with Python, right? So installation and other things we will see. And one more thing is by end of this Friday, maybe today only or maybe tomorrow, I will share you 131 page note that I have collected from internet by someone. It's a very nice note. It is not boring like book where you have theories and then coding and all that. It is full of coding. 131, it's a Jupyter notebook note, and that is more than sufficient to cover Python. If you complete that 131 page, your Python is done. Starting from what is variable to class, object, exception handling, file handling, everything is there, right? It's summarized note, very good. Every topic wise, you will see examples. So this is one of my favorite note. Quick revision also you can do. Within 2 hours, you can complete Python, right? I mean, after you understand Python once, second time when you revise, it will take less than 4 or 5 hours. 131 page note, that is sufficient, right? That I'm going to share. That is your reference note, and all the class note, everything, anyway, you will get it in your Google Drive or any platform, mostly Google Drive. Recorded sessions will also be provided. Everyday class recordings you will get, and then materials you will get. Everything is there. So it's very organized, right? You'll get everything. So I will share recordings. I will share materials tomorrow. Material means Python note. But Tuesday onwards, once the Diwali is done, right, we will start with our regular classes. Today, you can ask me whatever you want to ask. Today is the last demo session. And today and tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, anyway, I will be doing the installation. I'll not talk about demo. Today is the last demo. Tomorrow, we will do installation. I'll help you to what we will cover tomorrow. Tomorrow, it is VS Code and Jupyter Lab setup. For many of you, how many of you are new to VS Code? VS Code, never used before. Jupyter Lab and VS Code. Both we will use. How many of you are new? Okay, if you don't know any one of them also, you can raise your hand, or if you don't know both of them, you can raise your hand, right? Okay, so VS Code and Jupyter Lab setup, we will do tomorrow. It will take some 30-40 minutes. 30 minutes at least. We will also install the extensions, right? That is very much helpful. In VS Code, there are certain extensions which is required, especially for data science. That we will do. And in Jupyter Lab also, there are some extensions which are heavily used. Those things we will do. And Jupyter Notebook quick tutorial is needed. So tomorrow is all about installation, right? Installing Jupyter Lab, Jupyter VS Code, and extensions, right? Yeah. So we will install through Anaconda, and also we will integrate Anaconda with VS Code. Anaconda will be package manager, but VS Code also we will use. Okay. So we'll do that tomorrow. So today is the last demo class, you can say. Tomorrow onwards, we will start with the content. And as we are already starting from tomorrow onwards, if you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, complete the enrollment as soon as possible, right? I mean, if you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, complete the enrollment as soon as possible so that we can close the batch. And if we start soon, we will finish on time, right? It's unnecessarily, make no sense to drag it for months and months. We will complete the syllabus exactly 2.5 months to 3 months. Within that, we will complete, right? And we will have a group also. Once the batch is formed, we will have a group. But one thing, we can create a group, but mostly I will be muted on that, like one-way communication. If you are asking me doubts, you can understand I have a very busy schedule. Only in the class I will answer your doubts, but your friends can answer your doubts. How that group is helpful, maybe any good resource or reference or notes we can share with each other. Maybe something that you know, I might not be knowing. You can share the notes. I and other people in the group will be benefited. I also can share notes. Any job referrals or something I can share. So it is for learning purpose, right? To help each other. Having said that, it's not for posting your questions or doubts. You can post, no problem, but your friends can answer. I will look at your question and answer in the class. Okay? Every day we are connecting. So today's doubt, then and there you can ask. Every topic I cover, 5-10 minutes, I will give it's a one-to-one kind of session you will feel. All your questions will be answered. That is my guarantee. If you are not understanding one time, two time, then I will tell you to join on Saturday. I can repeat how many times you want on Saturdays, right? But I will make sure all your questions are answered, right?
Okay, ma'am, SQL also you'll be teaching during this class, ma'am?
No. SQL I have written. Maybe I have to remove this. SQL I am not going to. It is there in the previous. But SQL is such a simple topic. Most of you already know. So I thought of removing it and adding LLM and other topics which are trending. But if you want, I can share the syllabus and notes for SQL. I have a YouTube channel. I will share you. Maybe you can learn SQL from there.
Oh, okay.
Videos are there, right? Yeah.
Okay. From your video session.
Yes, but except SQL, everything we will cover live on the class. Docker, we will cover ML flow, everything we will cover. Instead of Tableau, it is Power BI, right? It's a live class.
Okay.
Okay.
Madam,
So,
for mathematics derivatives, do you have any good website, madam?
Don't worry. So I will send you all the references, all the notes. For every topic, there is a specific resource, right? Like maths is very vast. For statistics, I will tell you to refer some YouTube links. For regression and classification, machine learning, I will tell you to refer some of the links, right? I will guide you on that. Topic wise, I will guide you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And it is project based. So it's a very different learning. You will not find this kind of learning anywhere because it's for me, it is also very new thing, right? I have to work really hard for your batch because traditional learning is easy. I already know the concept, just I need to deliver and go. But here it is a project based. Means what? I need to create questions and then we need to answer those questions by coding. While answering those questions, we'll understand it's a reverse way of learning, right? First, you understand what you are doing, right? And no, first you understand why you need that, and then you write the code, how to do you understand, and then all the like maths and everything you will learn at the last. Before, what we were doing, first we were learning maths, and when we are going to implement projects, most of the time we are losing why we learned everything. I mean, it's not so clear. It's a reverse way. First, we will try to solve questions, and while solving that question, all the tools and techniques, whatever is needed, we will implement, and then we will go to the theoretical part, right? Having said that, don't think theoretical parts are compromised. It is very in-depth. I have shared a few notes yesterday. If you want, I can share more notes also. I can, like, it's very transparent. Theoretical sections are very, very in-depth. And it's a MLOPS course, so it is practical only. Most of the things practical. Unless you do it, you will not understand, right? You have to see. You have to follow the steps. So everything is hands-on.
Okay, ma'am,
Yeah.
yesterday notes, can you share it again? Because I didn't join yesterday, I'm joined only today.
Okay. So yesterday it is all about the curriculum I was explaining. So in short, the entire curriculum is divided into 4 sections. One is the prerequisite, means before you join the course, before you jump into the project, what really you need. See, if you don't know Python, you cannot code, right? So Python, and then you have to create charts in the project. So you have to have an understanding about visualization, and you have to do data manipulation. So you have to have an understanding about pandas, which is a library. So pandas, and then visualization and Python. These are the prerequisite. Also, once you created the project, you have to apply version control and everything. So GitHub. So these are the prerequisite, which we will learn. Power BI, Plotly, Pandas, Python. So this will go for maybe couple of weeks, maybe 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, maybe. But once we are done with that prerequisite, we will start with project. So entire machine learning, deep learning, NLP, you will learn through project, right? So the process is, once the prerequisite part is done, module 1 is done. Module 2 is machine learning. Module 3 is advanced analytics, where it is deep learning and NLP. Module 4 is LLM. LLM means generative model, generative AI, right? Large language model. So every section, we will have one project. One project, let's say sales forecasting, or let's say some regression project or ML project. So end to end, I will deliver. You will understand ML project lifecycle. Second project is on LLM, large language model. So where we will have text data, completely different project. End to end we will do. End to end means collect data, build model, validate model, test model, create pipelines, CI/CD pipelines, right? Continuous flow of data, schedule a job so that automatically at a specific time, the Jupyter notebook will run itself, right? Connect to the cloud, containerize your code, write your code in a package way, right? Module package, and then containerize that code, and then go to cloud, deploy that code. Not only deploy, orchestration. So entire project is one-to-one. One project is 1 month. I told you yesterday, right? First project will be 1 month. Second project we can finish in 15 days. Why? 80% things will be repeated. So you have seen one project end to end. Same second project, 60 to 70% will be repeated. At least the deployment part is same. The modeling and other part will be different. So you can understand the second project maybe in 15-20 days. Third project will be even more simpler. Are you getting? So it is a kind of repeat. So once all the 3 projects are done, if I just dump any data set, you yourself can end to end, you can build pipelines. You don't need me. Another 3 projects you can do yourself, right? So not 1, not 2, but 3 projects end to end we will do. And every project is different from each other. It's not same project. One project, you will learn machine learning. Second project, you will learn LLM, mostly generative AI. Third project, you will learn deep learning and NLP, right? So these 3 projects are different 3 projects. So this is the thing, and there are a lot of things with me because it's my 45-50 number batch. I have recording for every topic you say. I have recording for Azure, I have recording for AWS, Kafka, Big Data, Spark, whatever you want, let me know. I can share those recordings with you from previous batches to help you, right? So these are the entire thing. And yeah, so I think we have classes every day, Monday to Friday, and Saturday we have 2-hour session. It's optional class. Saturdays is optional class, only for non-technical people, the first month, and the second month it is for everyone. We will be learning GitHub. in the second month, right?
Okay, ma'am, this DevOps, is it how different it is from this?
DevOps, yesterday only I was explaining the difference between DevOps and MLOps.
Then okay, I'll go through the video then.
Yeah, you can go through the video.
You can
So,
just summarize it. Yeah.
Correct. So you are operationalizing your production level code in both MLOps and DevOps. But the difference is in DevOps, you're operationalizing a development like software code, right? For example, let's say you have a product or something, software product, which you are kind of deployed, which has been deployed and you are maintaining it. So entire DevOps. Now, my question to you is, there will be minor changes, but it's not like the entire software you have to change eventually in 1 month or 2 months. It is not going to happen. Are you getting? So, but in MLOps, it is more complicated than DevOps. DevOps is, if you ask me to rate, if DevOps difficulty level is 6, MLOps difficulty level is 9. Why? Because here someone has to be very expert in machine learning, because ultimately what you're deploying is machine learning. Deployment is easy, but machine learning 99% of the time in real time it will fail. I mean, there is no doubt that it will not fail. Are you getting? Every machine learning model over the time it will fail. Now you should create a pipeline such that the model accuracy should be maintained over time. That is the greatest challenge in MLOps. Is it clear? In MLOps, your responsibility is not only deploying and monitoring. Monitoring is major task, where there is a threshold, let's say 80%, 70%, let's say churn prediction. You have predicted phone pay, 20,000 customer will churn in March. Sorry, this is November. December, 20,000 customer will churn. In December, when the real time comes, model will be tested. 20,000 is the prediction. Let's say 40,000 churned, almost double. So model has not worked, right? I mean, 5%, 10% error is okay. 100% error is not okay. So it is failed. Now you are answerable to the customer why it is not working. So it is not like every time it is not working, you will be pulled. No, it should be automated. So the model is designed in such a manner. There is a tool you can see here, ML Flow. It can, and there are a lot of other tools which can identify automatically why the model has not worked. Maybe the data has changed. That is called data drift. Maybe the concept on which the model has built, that is changed. That is called concept drift. So in a visualization, there are like sites, like a lot of sites where you can see the cause of model decay. And that you need to explain. So it is much, much, much more difficult than DevOps. Having said that, why you should learn? If it is so difficult, why you should learn? Because in DevOps, if your salary is X, in MLOps, your salary is 3X, 4X, 5X. There is no upper limit. So I was saying the same thing in yesterday's demo. I don't want to bore you again, but one line what I will tell you is, today we are living in a world where skill is rewarded. Quality has more importance than quantity, right? Skilled workers are getting more pay than average workers. So you need to be strong enough. You need to make yourself irreplaceable. So whatever is difficult, obviously that will pay you more. Are you getting? Even from data science, if you compare data scientists, you will see MLOps. I mean, you will not believe, in India, my friends are earning in 80, 90, maybe 1 crore. In India, they're earning with my experience level. 10 years, 12 years, they are kind of architect, that data architect level of roles. If you're hired by product-based company, 70, 80, 90, leave about abroad. If you go to US and all, you can earn more. So obviously the earning is there, but domain is difficult, MLOps. And I don't want to scare you, but, and the reality is, there is no, why then you should learn. There is a high demand and no supply. Not even less supply. There is no supply. No supply means what? If you, I mean, I have seen in companies, MLOps positions are open for 6 months, 1 year, like that. They're not getting people. That's why they're paying you so much, right? If there are a lot of supply, then they would not have paid you so much. So there is a high demand. Demand is there, but supply is not even less. There is no supply in the market. There is no supply. So if there are 5 positions open, maybe there are no one who can justify both ML and ops. So even if not 100%, if you can get 60% or 50%, now you are irreplaceable. If you just know ML flow and Docker along with ML, you are irreplaceable. Nobody knows all of these three things. Are you getting? ML flow, Docker, AWS, ML. These four skill only if you learn, you are irreplaceable. You ask any of your friend, if you don't believe me, you ask who are working in your industry, how many of them are strong in everything? You will not find. You will not find a single person who is strong in everything. Just give me 1 minute. But this is the demand. So let me show you a few things. It will clarify your doubts, right? So if you just go to, let's say, Google and not MLOps, let's say jobs. Let's go to MLOps jobs, right? Let's say MLOps engineer, MLOps. So as I said, this role, this course will give you data science. You can apply for data science opportunities also. It's not like only MLOps. You can choose actually MLOps or data scientist, whatever you want, you can choose. So you can see that if you look at this, let's say this. See, ML models, deploying ML models. So what is to deploy ML models? The first thing is machine learning. You should know, right? Docker is something which is important, which we are covering, right? Docker we are covering, ML models we are covering. Kubernetes is also important. Red Hat, OpenShift, these are AWS. So these all things, if you have, right, you can apply for this thing. And if you want to go detail, you can go through this. Mostly machine learning, deep learning, TensorFlow, ML flow, you can see. Qflow is very similar. Airflow, Qflow, all of these things. So what I'm trying to tell you is 60-70% is also matching. Then you are a very good fit. Nobody will have all the skill sets. So somebody has to know machine learning, deep learning. That is the first criteria. And then they should know Dockers and everything. Everything, so it's all in one. And the Spark recording, I will strongly suggest to take from me, everyone, because as I said yesterday also, I told you, right? Only Spark is missing, big data. And most of the concepts which is required by the industry, we are covering. You try and search a lot of job openings, you will see very similar kind of requirements, right? So if you see this, see MLOps, AWS, right? And then ML models, and then same Docker, ML flow, machine learning, SQL pandas. Are you getting? So 60-70% if it is matching, you can apply. It's not, are you getting? So a person who knows this and this, both, that is the MLOps role. Is it clear to everyone? This is from Naukri I am showing you.
Ma'am,
You should know
one
machine
question I
learning
have.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, in this profile, you can see 7+ year of experience in machine learning. But because as per for my role,
See, this is different. This is for 5 to 10 years. You can filter, right? So based on your, there are options, jobs you can go and filter based on your profile.
okay.
So this
So,
is
ma'am,
just random. So yeah, you will get jobs for every level. Yesterday I told you in the demo, who remembered which level of profiles are high on demand? I told you yesterday, who remembered which level of professionals are high on demand?
Yes, ma'am.
right.
I told you, right, yesterday, who remembered that?
I think 2 to 10.
Correct. So I told you freshers are not required nowadays
2 to
anymore.
9.
Very much correct. Middle range people. I told you yesterday when I started the demo, the first thing that I told you is the demand, the trend. And this is not for this, for any role you check. You go to internet and check. So freshers are not allowed. Not allowed means very less companies, they need freshers. And high in the 15, 18, 20, 25 years experience people, they will get very less openings. High demanded a role is like 4 to 12 years, you can say 4 to 10 years. They are mid-senior level people. So in short, mid-senior level people. Because they have some expertise, they're not leadership team kind of category. Are you getting? So this is not with MLOps. This is the IT trend. We cannot do anything. This is the current IT trend after ChatGPT. We cannot do.
Uh,
So you have to follow the trend.
Ma'am, I have one more question actually. Today only I joined your session, ma'am. Sorry, yesterday I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have question. I have 11 years of experience, 11.5 years. I work as a data architect in a company and
Yeah.
product and services, mostly into the Azure stack, Azure Data Factory, Databricks, and Synapse Analytics. So, and data warehouse, my earlier background was into Power BI, Tableau, and data warehouse. So, how it will help if I'll move to MLOps? Is there any, 11.4 years already?
You are half MLOps, I can say. You know Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse, you know Azure Databricks. You are already 60%, you already 70% actually. Just add ML and you can write MLOps. All your Azure Data Architect, whatever experience is 100% relevant. And this is
Okay, okay.
AWS track. If somebody will go with Azure track, they have to learn this. You want, I can show you my syllabus for. So if you just see my Azure data engineering syllabus, let me show you.
Okay, okay.
So you are very much like your experience. You are lucky that you are in that domain. So all of your experience is very much relevant, right? So I
Okay.
can show you. I don't want to waste others' time, but you understood. So if you go with Azure
Yes.
track, already those all things only you will learn, right? Azure Data Factory, and then Azure Synapse, and then you have to learn Azure Databricks. Databricks is unified. Doesn't matter Azure, AWS or GCP, that is unified. You have to learn. Apart from that, for pipeline
Yeah.
creation and all, ADF and Synapse, right? So that is
Yes.
very much relevant.
Yeah, right.
You just need to, yes, orchestration tools, Docker you need to learn, Kubernetes you need to learn, and ML you need to learn. And then you are MLOps. Every experience you can showcase. No need to hide anything. Right?
But ma'am, I see but machine learning and all these things a huge like structure and structure means it's a huge subject, right, ma'am? As per my knowledge, I
It
don't
is
know
huge
about
subject,
this.
but yes, you're
Like,
true. It is correct.
so
It
like
is huge
supervised,
subject.
unsupervised learning. Yeah.
Correct. It is a huge subject. There's no doubt about it. Having said that, in every branch, there are 30, 40 algorithms are there. Now we are learn. Okay, let me show you some examples so that what I'm saying will make sense to you. If today I am a data scientist, if I want to build a model, right? This is the reality. I am working, you are also working. This is the reality. I will open like this. I will open this chart GPT. Okay. And what I will type, right? I will just, let's say I will type build regression model using PyCaret. PyCaret is a AutoML package, okay? AutoML, which will test 30, 40 algorithms. Okay. Test all algorithm. Use dummy data, right? This is what the data scientist job is right now. So why somebody will hire you? Tell me. Yes, that is the fact that data science is very huge, but everything is getting generated within fraction of time, right? What is difficult? Deployment is difficult. Generating machine learning code is just AI tool can generate AI code very efficiently. Don't you agree? This is an AI tool. Can't it generate AI code very efficiently? It will explain also, debug also, everything. So that is the reason data scientist profile in market is changed right now. People are asking for engineering role more than data science because they know anybody can become a data scientist with very, okay. So this course will give you a complete roadmap and also understanding. So if you know one algorithm, 5 algorithm, you can understand yourself. Are you getting? What is very much important in nowadays is deployment. ChatGPT can ChatGPT help you in deployment if you are a data architect, right? Tell me, complete like this code can you get, or you have to use your no, right? So which is difficult?
No.
Data science or deployment? Deployment is difficult.
Deployment
Data science
is the difficult.
Correct. So all the engineers are data scientists now because of ChatGPT. What is difficult is deployment. So today's demand is software engineering. Do not leave your field. If you are a software engineer, you are high on demand right now. You just learn ML and you can replace data scientists. You can replace me if you want, because I know only data science. I don't know much of engineering. I am a learner. Obviously, I am learning. But you are in the field for last 7-8 years, right? As an engineer. So if
Yes,
you learn
yes.
basics machine learning, you use ChatGPT. Who is telling you to become expert? Your task is just to understand the code. Are you getting? And if you take some 10, 15, 20, 25 hours of machine learning class, whatever this code is giving you, you can understand and you can explain others also. Copy paste. I'll copy this and paste it. And then done. My machine learning code is ready. Now, whatever I will do is deployment, which ChatGPT cannot do. The demand is what ChatGPT cannot do. That is the only demand. Are you getting?
Yes,
That's
yes.
why I changed the syllabus. So nobody really cares how vast data machine learning is. You just ask right question and you will get the answers. What is
Hello.
important is
Got it,
Hello.
ma'am. Got it.
Ma'am.
Nice. Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah. Ma'am, I have few questions. Ma'am, in the website, we have a like mentioned as 8 projects. So the syllabus that is mentioned in website and that the one that with you is different, or how it will? Yeah.
I just checked. I think this is this you have gone through the correct side, right?
Yes.
I have
I
updated
was
the
actually
syllabus.
asking them since 2 days. I want the syllabus that is in detail one, which is having, so that I can verify the content. Based on that, I can proceed further.
See, this is the
Uh,
content. I have verified it before you join, and I think the same content only they have uploaded. Let me show you.
You can
This is the
open the
content.
website, website itself instead of this the one. Meanwhile, I will ask few other questions.
Yes, yes,
Ma'am,
yes.
actually, I just joined, just already joined, ma'am, not just attending demo. I already joined, so I was mainly expecting that since you mentioned both ML and MLOps, both will be in depth. So, like, I don't want to miss any topic. So, because I was exclusively looking for these particular roles only, like ML engineer or MLOps related. And
Yeah,
I was
understood.
the I want few things, ma'am. Like in a LM ops, are we covering auto ML and pipelines, ma'am? Because in this website, I did not find complete in detail syllabus.
I am also just checking. It seems like these all are. I
Not,
found the email that
not.
they have shared.
I will
I
give
think it.
the link that we are actually looking, ma'am. Just a sec. I'll.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just 1 second. So let me check the this thing, right? The link. So course content link is this, right? That has been shared. So you can click on this. This is the course content link. And this is what has been shared. And I think, yeah. So
If you see here, they were mentioned like 8 projects are going to be discussed, and that's what, ma'am, like the kind of, and I did not
okay,
find
no
complete
problem. I think that is fine. I think project 8 is here. Okay, that's why you're confused. Okay, so what I will do is leave about this content. I will share with you the Word document content, right?
yeah,
Fresh,
please share it, please.
everything in detail.
Yeah.
I had prepared that, I lost it. Sorry, the data project, first project, but all the project details also I'll mention so that it will be easier. It will be easier. I want the course syllabus should be very much transparent, right? So that it will be good for you and me, right? I will
Yeah.
be sharing that the syllabus is almost similar, but the project details are not there. I will add the project details along with
Ma'am,
the
like
syllabus.
one more thing,
Yeah.
like few, I actually wanted a few topics that is to like in the ML labs. I don't know whether that is in syllabus or not. That's why I was kind of confusing since yesterday I was asking them the complete syllabus copy. In the ML labs, one is auto ML and pipelines. Are we going to discuss, ma'am?
AutoML is nothing but lot of while model building, we will do it. Right. I was showing you here in ChatGPT-1 AutoML, that is PyCaret. So that is AutoML package. So we'll do our building model part using AutoML. Pipeline, yes, we will create pipelines.
Yeah, and ma'am,
CI/CD
like in
pipeline.
the, as part of MLOPS, so are we going to discuss CI/CD pipeline? Because I was actually gone through ML syllabus from the some other big organizations where they were mentioning that CI/CD pipelines are as part of the MLOPS and automating
Yes.
and orchestrating pipelines with the Airflow, and they were mentioned Docker and Kubernetes and some other things. So can you please help me, like, are we going to discuss as part of our
Yes,
syllabus?
yes. So see, we are going to cover DVC. I will definitely share the complete syllabus, including the projects and stepwise, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3, and all that, so that it will give you complete clarity by tomorrow. But in short, today, what I can tell you is in the MLOps part, model building and everything, we will use sklearn, Python, and other things to build the model. But once the model is built, what we will do is there is something called DVC, right, which will be used for data version control. And then we will be using GitHub and MLflow. MLflow is basically for model tracking and registry, right? And there is something called Qflow or Airflow, whatever, we can choose any one of them, so that we can basically we can create a pipeline kind of structure, what you are talking. And finally, after doing all of these things, we have to use containerization method to containerize it. We will use Docker, right? So once we use Docker, we'll get an image of our code, right? We will create AWS account, we'll go and we will deploy in AWS SageMaker, we will deploy that image. So that's the entire process. So you will be learning AWS SageMaker. S3, we will store the data in buckets, S3 buckets. You will also learn about MLflow. You will learn
Yeah,
about
MLflow, it
yes,
is mentioned, man. It is mentioned in the syllabus itself.
yes, and DVC, GitHub. I think these all are the things we will be using. Docker, yes. Kubernetes is
also.
not. No.
Yeah.
Kubernetes is not there. Kubernetes is required for basically orchestration purpose. Kubernetes, if you want, I can share some recorded sessions. Let me see if possible.
Ma'am, can
in
you
one
open your
project we can
YouTube channel so that we can any fundamentals, or if anything is there, we will like go through it before coming to the classes, and all. It would be better, right?
Yes, so I have lot of channels, but it is through different institutes. What I will do is I am trying to create a SQL channel, so that a lot of people are requesting SQL videos, right? So SQL and at least Python for non-technical. These are the two
See,
things you will
actually,
get it.
I have very good knowledge in SQL because I was working as a DB developer since 4 years. I was into completely pure DB development and all.
Yeah.
Ma'am, and also other question. So the in the syllabus we have you have mentioned AWS. So how much actually are we going to discuss, like AWS is only that what is the required, like AWS SageMaker and all. So only that we are going to deal, or complete things and all. So there are so many
No,
domains are there, right?
no. AWS itself is vast. So
Yes,
if
yes.
you, yeah. So honestly, if you want to learn cloud, I will request you to take a separate cloud course, right?
Yes,
AWS,
yes,
where you
yes,
will
ma'am.
learn storage, you will learn compute, right? There are different, like 200 plus services in Azure and AWS.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want me to help you, like I don't have AWS recordings, but Azure recordings I have. I was taking Azure data engineering. So complete Azure recordings I have. Similarly, AWS, mostly the deployment part recording is there, but 200 plus services.
Okay.
So based on
Okay.
storage, you can
AWS
have.
actually, ma'am, actually I was learning from Srimansar already. So I just
Yes.
wanted to understand. So in the AWS only, AWS SageMaker only we are going to deal with.
Yes, only SageMaker and S3. That is what is needed for deployment.
Ma'am,
But rest all, if you want, you can learn. Yeah.
yeah.
Take a
Ma'am,
separate AWS course. That is my request.
yeah,
It's
that
a
is
very
already going on, ma'am. Already going on with the Srimansar class. Madam, in the AWS specifically, they're providing platform, right? So like from the AWS side, we have anything AutoML kind of thing. I am not don't know because
there. It is there. AutoML is there. But why you need AutoML when you have ChatGPT, which is AutoML? So it is not free, right? So better to use open source. No company, I mean, AutoML is there, but most of the companies, they prefer writing their own code, containerizing it, and then they just use AWS to deploy. AWS has its AutoML packages, but we have open source AutoML. Using AWS also, you can write your machine learning code from scratch. But are you getting, the machine is on cloud? It's not free, right? So think about the real-time data. It is used in GBs. If you think about Paytm, they have petabytes of data. So only loading in S3 will take a lot of time, and then you will try and hit. I mean, it's not a one-day job, right? So you will do a lot of trials, lot of models you will test. So it's not free. So when you have a lot of free sources available, so best practice, whatever I have seen is no one is using cloud. They have their own technical team, data science team. They are expert in modeling. So they do all sklearn, Python, or maybe if it is big data, they go for Spark, PySpark, which is open source, right? Databricks platform you can use, right? But PySpark code you can write for big data. PySpark has ML library in it. You can use that. And for processing, SQL library is there inside PySpark. Spark SQL. So using Spark SQL or ML library for big data, for manageable data, you can use Python open source, sklearn, TensorFlow.
Okay, ma'am. Fine. Ma'am, other thing, like in the syllabus, actually ML, we're going to completely going in depth, right, for ML, because I was not at like enrolled anywhere, especially for ML and other things, because in the syllabus it's mentioned like we are going to deal with ML in depth and all. Because the thing is that when we the other courses apart from that ML apps, so they were actually dealing, I mean, taking the 4 months of time to complete the syllabus for ML and NLP and DL. So here we have limited time, right? Like how we going to deal, like, because I was completely stuck in my mind that since we have only 2.5 months, strictly timelines that you're mentioning, that's why I was completely in.
I am afraid it will finish before that. But what I'm saying is, if you go, have you gone to Udemy? Let me show you. Everyone is aware of Udemy, right?
Udemy, yeah. Udemy means like we don't have any interactions, madam. This is like, I mean, like we don't have any interactions.
Let me show you. Let me show you to Udemy, right? You go to Udemy and you go to best-selling courses. Though it is not interactive, I totally agree. It is it is one-way communication. But if you just go to Udemy, let's take any course, right? Let's say this is having 10,000 reviews. Let's take this course, right? It is 10,000 ratings.
I seen a lot of Udemy.
So how many hours? Tell me, how many hours?
They will
23.5.
30.
Wait. You asked a question. Now, please wait. Maybe you can give me 2-3 minutes. Let me explain. There are 139 lectures. Why the person in Udemy is able to complete so much? And this is nothing. If you see these topics, deep neural networks, CNN, RESTful API, these are the most difficult topics to explain, full of maths, right? This kind of question, this kind of topics are covered in 23.5, and it's not a bad course because 4.6, 10,000 rating. Everything is about organizing your course and quality content, right? It's not about, see, if you want, I can stretch only teaching you history of Python for 1 hour. I can stretch variable and function, only 2 topics in 1 hour. If you give me same 1 hour and tell me to kind of organized way to teach, I can complete the entire core Python in 1 hour. Riveting? What I'm trying to tell you is, it's all about the material that you're sharing, how organized you are. I will tell you my own experience. When I was taking Azure data engineering batch last summer or I think last year, because I am from data science background and Azure data engineering, I'm not that expert. Even though I was working in real time and I have implemented a lot of AWS and Azure since last 5 years, but AWS and I'm expert. When it comes to Azure, recently my company started adopting Azure, so I was not that strong. First batch, I used to wake up morning 3 o'clock. Lot of things I need to explore before I come to the class. I planned it for 40 hours. It went for 60, 70 hours. But second batch, I completed the same content, same syllabus, 55 hours or 50 hours with very much satisfaction. Third batch, I completed in 40 hours. So what is what is important here is how organized your content is. When you keep teaching same thing 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, you know, to the point teaching. That is very important. And when you attend few of my classes, you will understand, not even if you cannot tolerate more than 1.5 hours of my class. You need a break. Are you getting? It's so intense. It's not time pass. Topic wise, step wise, every minute is important, and I will organize in such a manner we will able to complete the course on time, and I mean with full kind of in-depth knowledge. What you will get in 4 months. I'll tell you what is happening in 4 months. I will not name the institutes, not even 4 months, 1 year course. The thing is, initially after you enroll, for Python, they will take 2 to 3 months. In today's world, do you really need to spend 2-3 months of time only learning Python? My answer is no. Because there are a lot of self-learning courses are available. Hardly you should invest 15 to 20 hours, or maybe 20 to 30 hours is more than enough if you're a beginner. If you already know any programming language, I can complete Python in 15 to 18 hours. Though it depends on person to person. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if somebody will give me the best resource to learn, best YouTube link, or best book, or best thing which is available on internet, best, I no need to search. I will not waste time in searching. Somebody will give me the best note, I can finish. But if somebody will not give me the best note, I will keep searching. The searching will take time. Learning will not take time. Are you getting? So 2.5 months is more than sufficient to complete whatever I have mentioned in the syllabus. And this is from my experience. I'm saying it's not a joke. In 1 month, if you give me end to end, I can deliver. 1 month, end to end, I can deliver a complete project with 100% understanding. And it is not restricted to timing. So don't worry about it. If you don't understand, I will repeat. 2.5 months may go to 3 months. That is no problem. Are you getting? But what is very important is making sure you are able to understand. At least 60, 70 or 80% of the people should understand. 10, 20%, that is not my fault. You go to any instructor, you will not understand. But at least majority of the class, 60 to 80%, 70 to 80% should understand. I will make sure of that, right?
Got
So,
it.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I
Ma'am,
have
what about
completed 40 hours of content.
like in previous demos and all, I gone through so many demos, ma'am. Your previous demos, you were actually giving the recordings, interview related stuff, so many things. So same batch, we can also expect the same thing, right?
Yes, definitely. So this batch is actually very different than all the batches that I have taken so far. This is my drive. I have deleted a lot of things because it was more than 100 GB. But you can see all of this. I have deleted a lot of content shared with me. I can show you, right? So we have lot of, is this my one second? So this full stack data science or anything, if you take, I think I have organized this drive because it was out of memory. So a lot of things you will not get, but you can see how organized it is, right? So I know what to teach. It's not, I just come randomly. I don't prepare anything, right? Because if you check my Urban Pro or other profile, since 2016, I'm teaching. So I know what to teach, and materials are also, everything is ready. So, but your batch is something you want to see. NN notes, artificial intelligence. This is the neural network, and this is the note I have prepared in 2020. Prior to that, also different notes, but it is very in depth. You can just scroll down. The math part is, so I know what to deliver, right? To the point I deliver. So tell me how much time I should need to complete this. Maybe 1 week, right? Maybe 3-4 hours, but complete description, everything, whatever I want to deliver, I know what to deliver. So that's why it is to the point. 40 hours means 40 hours. You can see none of my batch exceeded 40 hours. This is completely different course. This is full stack, but this is a completely different course. Here we are actually giving more than 40 hours, approximately 50-60 hours. So very easily I can complete the syllabus. I have completed 30-40 batches before. Everything is very organized. Pandas also, if you see, there will be 5 hours. I will tell you. You can check the recordings. 5 to 7 hours. And assignment also, if you check, I mean, what I'm trying to tell you is it's very organized in one way. I don't want to bore you, but
Yeah, I
you
got it, ma'am.
understood, right?
What you are telling, got it,
Yeah,
ma'am.
you teach division for in a school, right? For years and years. So you
And
will
just only
understand.
worry is that because we're not like enrolling for any other place. I directly paid, man. We also already paid.
Understood.
And I'm just expecting that like, so I want a mentor who can actually guide me to the full stack end-to-end development the completely. So that's why I was just kindly understand why I'm
See,
asking.
I don't want to set any unrealistic expectation here. Number one thing which I already told in the demo yesterday is neither you nor me nor anyone is expert in this MLOps domain. Everyone is learning and everyone is trying to catch with the trend, right? Lot of things are there in this domain, very vast domain. Having said that, this course has been designed looking at the job requirement, right? I can give you one guarantee after taking this course, you can apply for MLOps and you can clear MLOps interviews mid-senior level, like 4 or 5 years of experience, whatever they're asking for, you can easily, because we are covering ML flow, we're covering Docker, right? We're covering the ML part, very intense, very in-depth. That is my strength. So be assured that machine learning is the best, one of the best tutorial you will get ever, right? Coming back to your AWS, you're also having knowledge on cloud. If you want, I can share the Spark recordings if someone needed, right? You can reach out to me. So you have everything together. So I don't find any reason not getting a job. Only problem you may face is writing a proper CV. That also I'm helping you, giving you 3 hours to explain how to write your CVs. And next thing is project. So it is a project-based learning because MLOps means what theory I will tell you. See, if I tell you ML float theory, will you understand? Or if I show you in a project, you will understand. MLOps is all about project. Are you getting? ML is theory maybe. MLOps is project-oriented learning. So there is no theory in it. You do and you learn. It's a reverse
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
Right?
At least
So
support materials we will get, madam. Wherever we are focusing more into the practical part, we will get support material, right? At
support
least
materials,
reference.
yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
that is fine, madam. That
Yes.
is fine.
Yes. And this is this is very much job oriented kind of batch. My target is to help you to do the transition, career transition. If you success, you will, word of mouth is everything, right? I will, that is a success for me also. Are you getting? So it's a kind of, I'll give my 100%, but also you need to give your 100%. This is a very vast course. Don't expect spoon feeding. Don't expect that, okay, I will not explore anything further kind of attitude. Are you getting? So you have to give your extra hours learning. I mean, there is nothing, no end to the syllabus. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
I mean,
I know. Yeah.
yes, it is very vast. Even I'm also learning. No, everyone is learning. Everyone in this domain are learning. Ask anyone, they cannot say themselves as expert. I'm also not expert. Nobody is expert. But I am lucky enough to work in product-based companies where we have end-to-end. Everything is end-to-end. We all are data architect. Even a junior person in my company is a data architect because whoever is developing, their responsibility is to deploy. Right? Nobody else will deploy your model for you. We don't have a data engineering separate team. We all are kind of merged. We have a different DevOps team though, but machine learning models we are only deploying. So that's the good thing, right?
Yeah. That's
Right.
it, ma'am.
So I think today is the last demo session. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I have a question. Actually, I'm having a total 4+ years of experience before application support, then test engineer, manual test engineer. So after this course, I wanted to ask that how we can show AI, ML experience or anything in that to interview. Like because we will be totally new for the that profile. So how can we show that?
That is the trick. I'll tell you in the interview preparation course, right? That is the trick. As I said, freshers will not be hired, experienced people, very difficult. So you have to, if you are really a fresher, now you cannot gather some experience. Let's say you are a BTech student, third year, final year, that is fine. You can try for internships or maybe you can showcase your talent in Kaggle and GitHub, different platforms. But let's say you are having some experience in other domain, testing or something, but like 3-4 years of experience, not in this domain, but any other domain. There is a trick. If you are a software engineer, data architect, data engineer, data analyst, I will not tell you to hide. Directly you can apply, but testing is something, web development testing is little different track, right? For them, I think there is a way. You have to showcase recent 2 years or 3 years in data science and MLOps. Then only your CV will be shortlisted. So the way I will tell you at the end of the course, in the interview preparation, right?
But the job if we will show the like 2 years or 1 year experience in data science or AML, but our profile, like a job profile, would be different, na? Because as per
So why you want to see? I'll give you one example. Okay, you are HR. I'm the candidate. One more candidate is there. I am applying. 10-year experience. You are searching in data science. This is a data science manager position, right? For which you are hiring. I came to you. I have 10-year experience in testing. One more candidate came who has 7-year experience in data science and 3-year experience in software engineering. Whom you will hire? Whom you will shortlist? Tell me honestly. Whom you will shortlist? Me
of
or
course
the other
for
person?
data science.
Other person. So what is your goal?
Yeah.
Your goal is to get your CV shortlisted. Then you should, I mean, are you understanding? Somebody wants banana. If you give them orange, why they will accept? The role is about data science, data engineering, MLOps. You're applying for those roles. Now I am a data scientist. If I apply for web development, will they take my CV? Tell me. Will my CV be shortlisted? No, obviously no. Nothing will match. Directly rejected by the tool only. Will not reach to the HR. Tool only will reject. So it's a keyword matching. The algorithm is keyword matching. So for example, in this role, let's say somebody is applying for this role, right? What are the keywords? MLDE, this one, ML flow, Q flow, airflow, deep learning, ML. So you count 10, 15. In this, if you count maybe 1, 2 SQL pandas, let's say 10 or 15. Now your CV and this role, there will be a matching. And then based on the matching, top 10 or top 15 CV will be shortlisted. Those CV will only be sent to the HR. This is the thing going on in market. So, I mean, I think you got your answer, right? So what role you're applying for, you should have relevant experience. Otherwise, why somebody will even look at your CV, right? Okay.
Yeah, understand.
Ma'am, one question. Ma'am, actually, I was into the travel and hospitality domain. My company is mostly like into the aviation industry. So, do we have any projects in that domain? I'm working in travel and
Yes,
hospitality.
I can help you. I was working in GE Aviation. I have 6 years of experience there. So I can definitely help you, especially in aviation manufacturing industry. I have good exposure. I can help you.
Okay.
Help you in the sense I can give you some ideas. Maybe you can ask me, right? I can help you.
Yeah, okay. Right now, ma'am, I was just like kind of migrating the code from Oracle DB to Postgres, and so like how can I like do some kind of ML projects?
Okay, so those questions, please do not ask. Do not make me ChatGPT. So those questions we can discuss, or maybe you can ask to ChatGPT or other platform to take help. But anything related to the syllabus or anything related to the course, you can definitely ask.
That's fine. Okay,
Anything,
ma'am.
yes, anything you have some personal projects or something you need help. So, I mean, that you may not find me as a resource because I'm a very busy person. So to the point, whatever is there in the syllabus, we will cover. If you have any, let's say, project related help you want, I have resources. My friends and other
Yes, ma'am.
colleagues, they
That's
can.
what I was. What I mean is basically what kind of projects I can do to showcase as a data.
Yeah, that I can help you maybe later.
That's what I
In
was.
aviation, I
Yeah.
can
Okay.
help you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. Okay.
yeah. Okay, fine. So I
Yeah,
think
ma'am, sorry,
one
one
more, just
question.
give me 1 minute.
Please.
There is a one more announcement from the institute. I just got it today. So there is some discount going on for Diwali, right? So if you enroll yourself before this Friday, I think they're going to give you some discount. What discount you can check with the management. I'm not aware of it. but we want to close it as soon as possible. I don't want to drag it for long time, demo. You will also get bored, isn't it? So 1 or 2 demo class is enough. After that, we should start with the content. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You're asking something.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm currently undergoing Python classes with DurgaSoft. I spoke to that the team because I paid for that. I told them I want to take up this course because that is is about 60 or 50 hours of course.
Yeah, I will strongly recommend everyone, if you really are from non-technical background, Durga sir is one of the, I think, he's a role model, right? Especially his materials, if you go to LinkedIn, it is viral. So DurgaSoft Python materials are viral. So everyone is sharing, right? So I will strongly, there is no best resource except that, Durga sir's Python is best. So if you're completely from non-technical background, I will strongly recommend to either follow or take the course, or you can talk to the management, right? If they can help you, or maybe I can talk, especially for non-technical people. If you can get the recordings, that will be really beneficial because it is very in-depth, right? And from anybody can understand Durga sir's teaching. A kid can also understand. So that is best.
Is it freely available, ma'am? YouTube, or how is it?
I am not sure. I will check and confirm, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let us connect tomorrow. We will continue. I think.
Are we starting from tomorrow?
Yes, we are starting from tomorrow.
Thank you for answering everybody's individually questions. So I'm a .NET developer before. I was looking to learn Azure and going to data cloud. I was confused where to go, AWS or Azure. But looking at that, I don't need to know which track I have to go to take your classes, right?
Yeah. So I think this is more focused on AWS because AWS is the market leader, and especially in US, there is a high demand for AWS. Though Azure is catching up, but still AWS is the leader, right? So based on that, and you can do a search. Most of the MLOPS, they are asking AWS thing, right? So that's why it is included in AWS. But as I said, if you really want to be very strong in cloud, after taking this course, you can maybe enroll in DurgaSoft or anywhere to understand in depth about cloud, right? Let's say AWS or Azure, whatever you're choosing, to become strong in cloud itself is a vast thing. Are you getting, Amir? So it will take another 1 month to 2 months of time, right? So that is a separate course. I will strongly recommend you to go to any developer related course, or mostly AWS or Azure, anyone is fine. But if you ask me, I will suggest AWS based on the demand, based on the trend, right? But everything is fine. Azure is also good.
Okay, so so the question would be, I don't need to be knowing AWS before taking this class. I can take this class and go. No?
Correct.
Okay.
I will teach you AWS from scratch, whatever is needed. Help you starting with creating account to S3 to your SageMaker. That is my responsibility.
So whatever needed. Okay.
Yeah.
So so from tomorrow we're starting the class. So that means we're going to start from the first content of that syllabus. Like it looks like Python. We're going to start from Python, right?
Tomorrow will be mostly installation, VS Code and extension, Jupyter Lab and all. But Tuesday onwards, it will be Python after Diwali. No,
okay.
sorry, I think Friday also is class is there, right? So next class, after tomorrow, whatever is the next class, we can start with Python. So Friday we will have class. So day after tomorrow, it will be Python.
And they will be recorded, right? Because for a few weeks, I will be traveling a lot here in US. So I can just catch up the videos and get connected with you via email, and then you're gonna guide. I like the way how you're mentoring the classes. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. So you will get recorded sessions. You can go through whenever you are getting time. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Let's connect tomorrow. We will get started with the content, right? And once again, just
timing is going to be same timing, no?
time same 9 to 10 every day, and Saturday 2 hours. We will pick, like, based on everyone's request, we can modify the Saturday class, right? It's your class Saturday. Whatever you want me to cover, I will cover. Mostly it's a repetitive doubt clearing, Python class, GitHub class, all of this kind of classes. It's an optional class if you want, or you already know the concepts, you can skip practice. Sometimes I'll just keep a quiz or assignment or something, right? But regular classes will be Monday to Friday.
Hi, ma'am. Before you close for the day, do you suggest a person with 15 years of IT experience to join this course or not?
Or may I know your background bit?
I'm from web development background, Java JDBC.
Web development, Java. Okay. Yeah, why not? Like, next, see, if you don't take this course, what option you have? Maybe you will go for DevOps, right? I mean, I'm not sure, but most of the people do that. Or cloud, you will go.
Yeah, I'm planning to, I mean, like, I'll be in architect role, or like I should be in a managerial role, but I would like to know if I can take this path, and will I get any opportunities if I learn this?
Correct. So what do you think in today's world, when I talk about a product, mostly it is a AI product, because every company is investing in AI, right? So even if today, whatever product you are managing might not be related to AI, but if you are getting an opportunity later in your career, right? Let's say you're managing a team, when you are selecting as a manager, it's not like only data scientists will report to you, right? Data engineers, data scientists, web developers, entire team will report to you, different people. So it's always good to know ML. I think yesterday's demo, in the beginning, I told you, without AI, you are like a incomplete, honestly speaking. But without understanding of AI or without knowing machine learning, it is incomplete. So if not today, you mark my word, someday you have to learn. If not today, someday you have to learn. Without artificial intelligence, you cannot survive. That is for sure. If not today, someday you have to learn. You might not become a data scientist, but it will give you a lot of business ideas. I mean, in a business meeting, when somebody is talking about artificial intelligence, this, that, you should not feel like you are a dumb. Are you getting? Because these words, very often you will listen. Anywhere you go, you will listen about it. So if you know things, you can, I think, talk to your clients, talk to your business partners, talk to everyone with confidence. Also, you can think broadly. This is the trend right now. Even if your goal is not to become a data scientist, but this is a so useful course. Ops part may not be helpful, but ML is so common to everyone. Are you getting? So my suggestion is, you should learn machine learning as soon as possible. Everyone, irrespective of where you are today, technical, non-technical, if you want to survive in IT, this is the future. This is the future. You might not be an ML engineer, but you have to know the terms and basic things about ML. Okay, so this is already too late from my side. If you have any further questions, maybe tomorrow 5-10 minutes I can take to, maybe at the end of the session, 10-15 minutes we can discuss. Now I just want to end the session here. Tomorrow we will, maybe 10-15 minutes I can answer your queries. But starting of tomorrow's class will be installation and other details, right? Mostly making your systems ready. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.